What's up, guys? This is Chris here, and today we are out here to talk about 5 pistols that are way better than they should be. Now, these are 5 guns that I initially had mixed feelings about when I got them. I didn't think they were going to be bad. I just thought they were going to be mediocre, and they turned out to be 5 of the best guns that I've personally ever shot. So today we're going to be going over guns that far exceeded their expectations, which puts me in a lot better mood than the worst guns of the year. Now, all these pistols are going to be awesome, as you would expect, and we're going to have a couple of different calibers with a couple different uses, so there's something for everybody. That being said, let's get right into the video with number 5, and we're going to talk about one of the best 22 pistols on the market, and that's going to be the Sig P322. Now, Sig doesn't do everything right, but they sure do 22s right, I can tell you that. This is one of the best, if not the best, 22 pistol for the money that we've ever had on the channel. It is a 4-inch 22 long rifle semi-automatic with a striker fire design, and instead of coming with the standard 10-round capacity, it comes with a 20-round magazine. 3 of them, in fact, for under $400. It also comes with a solid sighting setup. It has a fiber optic front with a blacked out rear. We also have an integrated optics mounting system, and then it comes with a threaded and non-threaded option. You also have a flat face phenomenal trigger with a really comfortable grip. And to be completely honest with you, I think the grip and the feel of this gun is actually just, if not more comfortable than the P365 and the 320 series. What they did with the grip and the ergonomics on this gun is also very good. Big trigger guard here, super accurate like a lot of 22 long rifles, but unlike a lot of 22 long rifles, it's actually super reliable, even though it is in fact a rim cartridge in a semi-automatic. Now, the gun itself is really affordable, as I mentioned, and it looks good as well. So for around $400, which makes it an absolute steal, especially in this market today. You can get yourself, if not the best, at least one of the better 22 pistols on the market. If you're interested in just target shooting for an affordable cost, working on that accuracy, if you're interested in a trainer gun, or maybe you have a son or a daughter that can't handle the recoil, maybe you just want it for plinking, maybe you have it for varmint use, stuff like that, maybe you want to throw some rat shot in it, shoot some snakes, it's entirely up to you, but the P322 will do just about whatever you need, even suppresses pretty well. In at number 4, we have the Masterpiece Arms DS9. Now, this is a compensated 2011 pistol. So this gun has a steel slide, a steel frame, and then an aluminum grip, as you see here, and it competes very favorably with the Staccato XC. Now, this guy is about $3,500, which seems like an absolute shitload unless you compare it to modern 2011s today, which again, in feature set, it fares very favorably too. If you compare this to something like a Nighthawk Sandhawk, or maybe an Atlas Erebus, or even the Staccato XC, which is the gun it was certainly going after, you'll find that you get a lot with this gun for a lot less money. The Staccato XC is $1,000 more, the Nighthawk Sandhawk is $2,500 more, and the Atlas Erebus is literally $5,000 more than this gun right here. And what does it bring to the table that this gun doesn't? Almost nothing. This has a raised set of sights. We have a SRO mount out of the box. We also have a very nice hand-fitted slide. We have a single port compensator with a sight block on the end. We have a full dust cover with a 2.5 pound excellent trigger. An amazing undercut on the trigger guard and one of the better grips on the market. That palm swell fits me really nice, and I couldn't believe how well I actually shot this gun when we had it out for the first shots. We put 400 rounds through it in the first video, and we put several hundred rounds through it since then with no malfunctions whatsoever. So if you are looking for a creme de la creme, hand down to your kids sort of gun, this is definitely the way to go, especially for the money.
Hit! Oh my God.
I'll take that.
That's crazy.
I would actually recommend saving up for one of these personally if you want to do one in the future. As far as IPSC or IDPA or USPSA guns go, I don't see any reason why this couldn't keep up with Atlas or Nighthawk or even Terran Tactical. It has almost as good of a trigger, has the same compensator, really the same fit and finish, and we've had incredible reliability. So for less than half the cost of an Atlas, you can basically get almost the exact same gun, which is really impressive. Masterpiece Arms is a company that people have been telling me to review for a long time, and not only have you seen this on the channel now, but I'm betting after this experience you're going to see a lot more of these in the future. In at number 3, we have one of my favorite personal guns, and certainly a gun I would carry over a Glock any day of the week and twice on Sunday. This is the Archon TypeB. Now, the Archon TypeB is an interesting firearm. It's a striker fired polymer frame pistol, but it doesn't run the Browning tilting barrel action. It actually runs the Bergman system out of the Arsenal Strike 1. As a matter of fact, fact, this is the Generation 3 of the Arsenal Strike 1. Now, if you guys don't know, that came out about a decade ago, and I was so excited for it for years. I saw Larry Vickers' video where they were in Russia and they were shooting each other in body armor. It's crazy. You got to check it out. That was the first time I ever saw the Arsenal Strike 1, which at the time was only available in Italy and Russia, I believe. Fast forward about a decade, those pistols had some problems, and pretty much everybody forgot they existed and no one cared. We'll enter the Archon TypeB, which is the newest generation of the firearm made by a slightly different company, and what you have is this system perfected. Not the first generation, but the generation that we all deserve. This has a 4 1/4 inch barrel. It has an unbelievably low slide with an optics mounting system direct milled for the SRO. This one also has incredible night sights, a really, really cool front cutout on the slide, super modular grip, swappable magazine release, an incredible trigger with a great undercut, and an unbelievably huge trigger guard. So if you want to carry it for a winter gun, you can fit your gloves in there, no problem. I really, really like that. We got a 15+1 magazine capacity with bigger mags available as well. And unlike the Glock, it definitely has tons of features, but what it brings to the table over pretty much any striker-fired pistol is that because of the system it uses, it has one of the lowest bore axes in the industry, and it shoots incredibly fast because of that. Now pair it with this short reset and very, very awesome trigger, you have a gun that can rival a 2011 in speed and performance, only for about $800, and you won't have to deal with any manual safeties, hammers, grip safeties, any of that stuff that you striker-fired guys don't like. All you get is the speed and performance with the simplicity of a striker-fired gun, which is really, really incredible for the price that it is. Now, the reason why it's on this list is A, because it's great for the money, and B, because the Arsenal Strike 1 was such an unbelievable shitbox. I own one, you can see the footage here, and the Archon is unbelievably reliable. It really came out of nowhere and gave us the gun they always should have. Now, in at number 2, we have the Palmetto State Armory Rock 5.7. Now, I like Palmetto, don't get me wrong, but I've had some good guns from them and I've had some bad guns from them. And a gun that's only $300 chambered in 5.7 probably shouldn't work at all, let alone be as reliable as this gun is. We have a 5-inch slide and barrel. We also have a pretty good set of steel sights, which again, you don't get on a $700 Glock. It also has a very low bore axis, an unbelievably comfortable grip, and to top it all off, a big trigger guard with an extremely good trigger. That doesn't make any sense at all. All of these features, which modern gun companies can't do for $800 or $900, somehow Palmetto managed to do for $300? I mean, I don't get it. I still don't get why this exists or why it's this good. We continue to shoot this gun because it continues to impress me. We have almost 1,000 rounds through this now with no reliability issues. It's been extremely accurate, and it is one of the fastest guns that you can shoot for $300. The 5.7 is not only high capacity, you get 20 plus rounds per magazine, but it's also very lightweight, easy to carry a lot of ammunition, but on top of that, very low recoil, and it shoots flat out to 100 yards, which makes it an incredibly fun gun to have on the range. So overall, the Rock 5.7 is not only one of the best guns for the money, but it came way out of nowhere because honestly, the Palmetto State Dagger in 9mm is not nearly this good, and most $300 pistols don't even come close to this, except number 1, of course. So without any honorable mentions, we'll get right into it with number 1, and the definitely the dark horse of the year, and that is going to be the Tisas PX9. Now, the Tisas PX9 could have easily been just another forgettable Turkish shitbox, and I can't believe not only that it's not that, A, because we shot like 3 or 4 other shit boxes with it, but this diamond in the rough really impressed me. It has been extremely reliable and extremely accurate. On top of that, incredibly fast. Comes with tons of features, including a blacked out rear, fiber optic front, a threaded barrel for suppressors or comps if you want. It has an optics mounting system, front and rear slide serrations, a full Picatinny rail, which, not to keep shitting on Glock, but they literally still don't have. Big trigger guard and an unbelievable pre-cock striker trigger, very similar to the VP9 or the PDP, which is some of the best triggers on the market, and now Turkey has figured that out as well. I mean, they kind of always have with the Canik, but I don't really lump Canik in with the other super cheap clones anymore because they've proven themselves time and time again, whereas Tisas now is getting in that realm as well. To top it all off, you have the VP9 grip as well, the grip angle and basically the grip, because you have the removable back straps and the side panel, so if you want to change the girth, you can do that as well. Bet your wife wishes she could do that. Overall, for a reliable, accurate, fast shooting, rating and feature pack 9mm. There's no way this gun should be around $300, but it in fact is, so obviously it had to top #1 on this list. If you agreed or disagree with my list, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to see your guys' list because I'm always looking for the best firearms for the money, and I love a good surprise. Not necessarily in a bad way like the other day with the High Point, but more in a good way like these pistols. So please stop by your Oklahoma shelters and remember to recycle. I'll check you later. Look at the snow. Look at the snow blow off the trees.
Oh my God, that's so magical.
That's pretty sick. A little winter wonderland out here. My wife is also wearing what I can only describe as a outfit. That's what's behind the camera. That's what I gotta look at the whole time I film this video.